thank you all once again for joining in this series of devotion where we celebrate Jesus Christ, who is the reason for the season. Let us begin by reading the scripture. When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Matthew chapter 2, verse 3. People who don't want to worship Jesus find him hard to deal with, and those who want to worship also face opposition. This is probably not Matthew's main point, but as the story goes on, it is clear that this is the main issue. There are two types of people in this story who don't want to worship Jesus. In the first category are those who ignore Jesus completely. In their world, he is irrelevant and meaningless. At the beginning of Jesus' life, this group is represented by the chief priests and scribes. Matthew 2:4 says, Herod called together all the chief priests and scribes of the people and asked them where the Christ was to be born. They told him it was nothing, and so they went back to their regular works. When placed in the context with the seriousness of what was taking place, the leader's complete silence and lack of engagement is quite shocking. Notably, Matthew 2:3 says, when Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all the Jerusalem with him. In other words, a rumor was spreading that the Messiah had been born, but the question is, why didn't the chief priests do anything? Why didn't they go with the Magi? They aren't curious. They don't have a strong desire to find and worship the Son of God. The second category of those who do not want to worship Jesus is made of those who feel that they are in grave danger because of him. In this story, that's Herod. This man is so terrified of Jesus that he will plot, lie, and kill on a massive scale to erase any trace of Jesus from the world. So today, Christ and his followers will face two kinds of opposition: ignorance and hatred. I hope very much that you are not in either of these groups. And if you are a Christian, let this Christmas be a time of reflection on what it means, what it costs to worship and follow this Messiah. Stay tuned. May God give us strength to follow Jesus faithfully.